Vegas Raiders
and the Los Angeles Chargers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Herbert on first down now. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It already looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert throwing again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Max Crosby able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hey, check that. Street. Hurry.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 11.
The slot man in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In motion, Hill. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Ready, break!
They're going to try and throw. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one goes for 8 yards.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
pulls it in at the 13.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
There to make the tackle, Deion Leonard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Warriors 70. With Ryan.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go, Reed, go. On the ball. Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
18, Pioneer.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Flash. Check contact.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Trap 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 13. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, it's Herbert. This is caught by Evans. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And the Raiders have got him.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Third and long. It's Herbert. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first and 10, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result,
he's got a man, complete.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In motion, Hill. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Slot man moves right.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Right back to him on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Running on first down, Eckler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Thomas brings it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Herbert on first down now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, Justin Herbert
looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down. And now that leads to a 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go. Set. Hurt.
In motion, Hill.
60 ball check. 60 ball check.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
19. 18 Randall. 18 Randall.
Here's a give up the middle. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turns.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Go!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.